So on this hydration product I just threw out. So one of my professional boxers client, he calls me one day. My place in Hollywood was just down from his, and he's like, Janita, man, I'm at Erewhon, and I found this product. There's a health coach here telling me this product here, this powder, can get me into keto like within 90 minutes, something like that, right? I'm like, that's not going to happen. That I know, I'm a biochemist, and I'm telling you that there's no product that's going to do that, okay? I know the matrix, the biochemical matrix that's involved, that has to happen in order to put the body into keto, right? I'm like, okay, I will be over there until it's 90 minutes. I'll be over there with my keto meter to see. And actually, because he was on my program getting ready for a fight, I went over there, and we have very, very specific times to test him and this and that and that. For that time of day, he was actually worse, okay? Probably whatever they made the powder with, it probably hit his glycemic index and drove it, but it was actually worse, okay? This health coach swore at Erewhon, right? The luxury Beverly Hills health food store, swore, the guy that works in the house swore that it would put him in keto and that it worked, and no, it didn't. So anyway, that's not organic and just another processed food. Heirloom einkorn, Shiloh. You know what? I've been looking into heirloom einkorn, and you just have to. It's just another one of those things, and it's organic. You have to study. You have to vet the company, because they pulled over a huge what do you call those huge boats? Cargo boat. And it was a huge boat full of einkorn labeled organic. And they found that the Coast Guard, whoever pulled them over, found that it was not organic. So it was a fake label, and that's very common. I can buy an organic label for any farm I want in Mexico for $200, or at least 10 years ago. I'm sure it's a little more expensive now. But anyway, that's another thing you got to be mindful of. Organic, regenerative, certified basmati. Okay, it's going to be organic. However, it's rice has tons of arsenic. I even tried recently. I tried the wild rice, because that's not a grain. It's actually a seed. Wild rice is a seed, and I got the black stuff. And I looked up a really good. I thought it was a good company. Well, I'm sure it's a good company. They can't help the fact that all water and everything, and I test myself for lead and the heavy metals every 6 months, make sure I'm on spot, and it's going to be a lot easier now that I just stopped all of this stuff. But maybe I'll just test myself once a year now. And I was clean when I started, and then because I did specifically as a scientist to see what I would test out after eating this rice for a month, and yes, my arsenic and cadmium levels went up. So I stopped. So organic, cane sugar. I still don't believe that it's organic. I think maybe it's because sugar is their favorite. It's the gateway drug, and it's their favorite thing to use to poison foods, because everybody likes it. What is this? Pouches. I don't know. Whatever. Looks decorative. We'll toss that over there. This is, and especially, when these granola type things, it's not organic. Yeah, purely Elizabeth. When it's organic or not, when grains have been sitting open, they already come with the mold and the fungus. So, and then when they've been open and sitting around like this, you can best believe, you're getting a good dose of what's making most people sick today, is these biotoxin illness issues. So gut issues. So that one's going. I'm not even gonna bother. That's just another product. It's not food. Food is what God and nature made from the ground. And if you want to eat meat, eat ethically raised, humanely raised. Give them some time with some family and some grass and some sunlight and a kind environment, and then do it. But not, they suffer like we do, right? They just pump them up full of antibiotics and hormones and everything. They're huge. Cows are fatter than they're supposed to be, and they get arthritis and they're in pain. Why? don't support companies that cause suffering. Okay. Um, anyway, so Simply Organic, that's organic. I'll just let it go. Again, I stopped all commercial foods. That's not organic. But for, regular people, I'm doing a regular people sweep here, Um, and then, so this is just non-GMO. That's going. Honeybee pollen. Oh, see? Right there. I doubt it. Where's the flowers? there's no orange and purple and reds and all that. This is likely. I'm not going to say because I don't want to get in trouble, but it's highly likely that this is a sugar farm. Okay, so all the minerals and everything, all the medicine. There's no medicine in that. If it is from a sugar farm. So gluten-free, organic. It's dead food. There's no light in it, but it is organic. So regular people want to be organic. That's going to be okay. Oven baked yellow maize. So maize, corn. That's not organic. That's where you get the holes. Well, we got nanotech and a lot of other things going on that create holes in our guts. But the BT corn, it itself it makes its own pesticide, right? Well, you know what? People's digestion these days is no good. And so those starches with that genetic modification that actually makes the BT corn create its own pesticide sits in your gut and in your diverticuli, still making the pesticide which eats holes through your gut. So this is going to go. This is no good. So organic, teas, fresh. That's just another one of those. That's this company. When you buy your minerals and such for the pH powders and antioxidant that was in the BioStar, these companies are still seem to be hanging on and doing the right thing, because it's just like when it's minerals, it's not like a vitamin that's a petroleum byproduct. This is magnesium carbonate. It's just magnesium carbonate. It's 100% pure, right? And same with this. And acetylcysteine, good one, great for the liver. That's part of the antioxidant. It's a precursor to glutamine. All this stuff. This is junk. It's a lie. Don't believe it. Okay, go to get the book. It's free, and learn how to make it perfectly balanced. In fact, I showed my labs last week. I've been drinking my Sophia water for 20 years, and my electrolytes are perfect. So there you go. And it's like literally maybe $1 a month. You don't know what's in there. They're putting stuff in everything. Remember, there's an agenda. Okay, protect yourself. Create your sovereignty. And then this, of course, is going to be junk because it's sugar and not organic. So that's junk. The turpentine, yes. Okay. I use the turpentine. All this other stuff, whatever. No. Nothing's organic. Sunflower lecithin, that's organic. Yes, that would be okay. It's a pretty expensive version, but that would be okay. So now this is a good product. These are good products. This is number 17. Who was this? Okay, we can stop.